I'm Anil Kumar sharing with you some application questions based on quadratic functions. The question here is, a child kicks a ball so that it barely crosses a 2-meter fence. The soccer ball lands 3 meters from the fence. Determine the equation in vertex form of the quadratic relation that models the path of the ball, right? So let's consider this to be the ground. And let's say we have a 2-meter fence somewhere here, right? So we have a 2-meter fence somewhere here. So it says that the ball lands 3 meters from the fence. So when you say 3 meters and 2 meters is the maximum height, when you say barely crosses means it almost just touches, right? So that really means that from the symmetry, because that becomes the axis now. So from the symmetry, you can say that if I take this as my origin, then the ball lands 3 meters to the right. The boy must have kicked it from the 3 meters on the other side on the ground. So that becomes the projectile path of the ball. Now, since we want to write equation in the vertex form, the best thing is to take the y-axis along the vertex itself. So that becomes easiest. So I hope this approach helps you to understand how to choose the axis also. So what we can do here is we can say this is our x-axis, and x-axis will be distance for us in meters, right? So we'll write here, actually, let me write distance in meters here. That will be better. And this is our height in meters. So we'll relate height with distance. That's the whole idea. So a child kicks a ball so that it barely crosses 2-meter fence. That's clear. So that is your maximum value. So maximum is at 0, 2. The soccer ball lands 3 meters from the fence. So the point where it lands, let's call this point as L. This point will be 3, 0. Determine the equation in vertex form. So in vertex form, we can write the height h is equal to a times x minus, since the vertex is at 0, 2, x minus 0 whole square plus 2, correct? So that becomes the equation in vertex form. To get the value of a, we'll use the point L, 3, 0. Writing 0 for h, because lands, the height is 0, a times x is 3, so we have 3, and of course minus 0, so we just write 3 square plus 2. Bringing 2 to the left side, it becomes minus 2 equals to 3 square is 9, 9a, or we can say a equals to minus 2 over 9. So once you know the value of a, you know the equation. So we can say h is equals to a is minus 2 over 9, minus 2 over 9. It's always good to write it in fraction itself. X square and the maximum height, which is plus 2. Correct? So in vertex form, that becomes your equation. Now some of you may write I used x, but I used d here. Okay, so let me change this. Sorry for that. In my calculations, I used x, but let's say x-axis. But since we are relating height with distance, I should, strictly speaking, write like this: minus 2 over 9, distance square plus 2, right? I hope that is very clear. Where both h and d are in meters, correct? I hope that helps. Feel free to share your comments and share my videos. Thank you and all the best.